Yeah, so tell me about you and your game and where we're at and what we want to improve on, man.
Literally just getting started. I've been playing for like 4 months. Completely
Awesome.
love it. The addiction's definitely there. And it's just, I feel like I'm almost at the point now where, you know, you start and you're kind of just swinging, I don't really care, but now I'm like, I've hit enough of those one shots where I'm like, oh, and now I'm really trying, but the harder I try, it's like my game's kind of going backwards. So I'm just kind of like all over the place right now. I would say my kryptonite right now, to be honest, is my slice. It's ridiculous. If there's water on the right, I know for a fact it's going straight into it.
We appreciate you coming up, man. We'll make sure today as we go through, we'll give you a plan of like what you should focus on and fixing one piece at a time to rock and roll. If we want to move our low point from back behind the ball, and it's the same thing if you're watching this, to forward, hit more ball than ground, we have to rotate our chest towards the target and we have to get our weight towards our left foot. Let's go back to about halfway back, slowly start coming down. Feel how much I'm turning you. Wow. Right? That's exactly what you feel. Wow. Yeah. Wow is what we're going for. Chest turns towards the target, club out in front of us. Yes.
That felt good. That felt good right there.
Through the ball when you're doing this, obviously you're feeling the chest turn towards the target. I really want you to feel like your thumbs are down and the arms are extended on the way through. Like really exaggerate.
I was gonna say, should I exaggerate my thumbs being down?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
See mine tilted down a little? Good. And then away. Good. Close the face on the way back. Thumbs down, arms straight. Okay, now, either I can see the future or I do this a lot, right? But if you can combine the club face pieces, oh, dude.
Gosh.
Beautiful. If you can combine the club face pieces
I'm gonna go play today.
and the body motions at once, you can do them all at one time. So chest turn, thumbs down, arms extended. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. Let's say I'm hitting the ball to the right. So I'm kind of trying to hit it down this stick, right? Out semi towards that clock out there. And let's say I hit a ball to the right. What do you think, and it's okay if you don't know the answer to these, this is new. What do you think makes the ball go to the right? Like, do you have any idea what causes that?
Club face being open?
There we go. Club face is one big one. So when I come down to hit the ball, and if it's pointed to the right, it's probably gonna go right.
Yeah.
So where the club face points is part of it, right? And then anything else you think?
The swing path?
There we go. Very good.
Yeah, there we go.
So club face controls it,
Yeah.
right? The direction. And then the club path also. So if I were trying to hit towards this line, and if I swung from way inside to the right, I'll probably go
right, for sure.
Okay. So then when you hit balls to the right, and this is true for you, me, Scotty Scheffler, Tiger Woods, whoever, when you hit to the right, we know it's always one of those two things, club face to the right or path too far inside out, which is nice to know, because then there's only two answers.
Right. And
then we can start to problem solve, hey, which one of those is it? And then how do I solve it? So if you're hitting balls to the right and you come up to see me and you leave and you're like, Eric, man, I've been trying to fix this right ball. I can't do it. It's been 6 months. I say, well, what did you do to affect one of those two things? Like whatever we do has to change either the club face or the club path. That's important.
Right.
Now the contact being behind the ball for you is a different thing. And there's two primary things that are control the contact hidden behind it. You want to take a stab at those? You want me to give you those? What would make me hit behind the ball? Good news is I got answers up my sleeve.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay. So let's say that I'm hitting this ball. One of the big things is rotation.
Okay. Yeah.
So like if I was, let's say, throwing a ball and I'm trying to throw it at the target, if I make my backswing where I throw a ball away from, I'm turned away from the target, and let's say I don't turn it all towards the target and I try and throw, where's that ball probably going to land?
Like to the floor?
Back here, right?
Yeah.
Back here. I'm not going to probably get it to the target.
No, for sure not.
But if I make my backswing like this, have the ball back here, and I turn my body towards the target, I'll probably hit more forward, right?
For
Throw
sure.
more forward.
Yeah.
Same thing with a golf swing. If I make my swing and I go back like this and I keep my chest away from the target and I just swing down behind it. But if I start to turn my body towards the target, hit in front of it. So body rotation. The second thing is weight distribution. Right?
No idea. No idea how to do that.
So
I'll be honest.
let's say if I set up normal, if I made a swing and during the downswing, all my weight was on my right foot, where do you think I'd hit?
Behind it, yeah.
What about if all my weight was on my left?
Probably like over top? Or?
Yeah, probably somewhere in front.
Yeah.
So now if I wanted to hit ball, remember you said I'd never take a divot in front of the ball. Two big things you do to start to take a divot in front would be increase your rotation, so turn your body more.
On the downswing?
On the downswing, towards the target, like chest towards the target, and shift more weight to your left foot.
Yeah.
Turn my chest, weight left. Turn my chest. See how easy that is now for me to hit the ground in front of the ball. If I do the opposite, weight on my back foot, no chest turn, real hard to swing forward. So if we want to move our low point from back behind the ball, and it's the same thing if you're watching this, to forward, hit more ball than ground, we have to rotate our chest towards the target and we have to get our weight towards our left foot. Now, is that it? No, all right, there's more than that, but that's like the simple basic part.
Right.
So let's start with that, and then we'll start to talk about the club path right shots. So I'm gonna put this behind the golf ball, and let me borrow your club there. So I'm gonna put this about a grip behind the golf ball. I got a towel, and I've got that rolled up, you know, maybe an inch high. When you guys are hitting balls, to make sure we don't hit the ground behind the ball, and I'll probably make this more difficult, I'm gonna probably pull this in a little bit. I wanna make sure that you don't hit the towel and that we hit the ground forward of that ball line. So I'm gonna pull this in a little bit to give us a line. I wanna make sure we hit the ground forward by rotating our chest and shifting our weight forward. So now starting with the chest rotation, yeah? So let's make your backswing to about halfway back, just like you normally would. So let's say to about right here. Now from this point down, immediately right away, you wanna start to feel like your chest, your sternum and shirt buttons are gonna start to turn towards the target. So this is kind of what that should feel like. Now for you, that should be like, holy cow, I feel really rotated.
Yeah, for sure.
Because normally when you come down, go ahead and slowly start to let your arms go down. You wouldn't turn at all.
No.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but this is kind of your normal.
No, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
you see how that club's way back and inside. Let's take your setup again. Halfway back, good. So from here, immediately, we've got to feel like your chest starts turning towards the target. Now we see that club is way out and over and out of position. We'll talk about how to get that to neutral, but this is where your body needs to feel like.
Wow.
You with me?
Yeah.
Way more open. So let's take your setup again. And then let's go back to about left arm parallel. Good. So as we start to turn our body, awesome. This arms and club are going to drop down. That would be about what your impact would feel like. Now for you, that's going to be like, oh, whoa, I feel way open, right? Compared to normal. Yeah. But from there, keep your hands in the club. Doesn't it feel like it's a lot easier to hit the ground up here?
Yes, definitely.
So now as we start to swing through, our chest is turned and our weight should feel all the way on our left foot. Chest turned, weight forward, divot in front of the ball. So we got you on the top, we got Max Home on the bottom. Now you've been playing for just 4 months. He does this for a living for probably 20 years, right? So he's had a little more experience. So now when he comes down to impact, we're gonna see, look at how open his body is to the target. You're gonna see when you look at you versus like a pro, how they're gonna be much more turned with their body. Just like if I was throwing an object or swinging a bat, I'm gonna be opening up on my way through.
Right.
Knowing what impact feels like, or what you're supposed to do through the ball, is like knowing the destination you're trying to head to. Like you can get a lot in between for free by knowing where you're going. So from here, we see, like, see how that club's coming underneath? It's coming from too low and inside. That's part of you hitting to the right, more of the club path. But if we get you at impact, we get Mr. Max at impact. See how his club's coming more down that line, and then see the difference between you and him at impact.
Yeah.
So if we were to kind of look at his pelvis and rib cage versus yours, he's got a lot more rotation towards the target. So we've got to get the club working less from low and inside and get the body more open. The good news is those work together. You do one, you get the other. Right?
Okay,
so that's
perfect.
That's nice. That's a good thing. So let's go like 50% speed. You don't have to pause. I'll move out of the way. You're not going to hit me or anything. Let's go back to about halfway back. Slowly start coming down. Feel how much I'm turning you.
Wow.
Right? That's exactly what you feel. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow is what we're going for. Same thing, same speed. Good. Good. Lots more turn, right? Now I'm turning your whole body. You don't got to worry about turning your hips or what part or this, that, the whole unit.
Okay.
Up to the top. Good. Awesome. Let me see you do that by yourself. So when you guys are increasing rotation, if you're getting too stuck at impact, you don't have to try and like disassociate lower from upper or worry about what segment. In the beginning, get the whole thing turning. When you come down, because your left hand's on the club, your shoulders won't open as much, but it should certainly feel like your chest, rib cage, pelvis, the whole thing is opening a bunch. Now we're rotating and we're getting the weight forward, and that's designed to make us help move the low point forward, not hit behind the ball. But we still got that club path issue, swinging too low and inside. Now that's better than swinging too high and outside, but they're both not great,
Right.
right? You want to swing down that plane line. So I'm going to give you a feel for what down that plane line looks like in terms of the club. So here's our setup. Our goal right now is to turn our chest and get the weight to the left leg on the way through. And I want to make a conscious effort to hit the mat every time. Turn my chest, weight to the left, hit the mat. Now, in with that, in terms of hitting the mat, the hardest way to hit the mat, the thing that makes hitting the mat least likely, would be swinging the club too low and inside.
Okay.
The more low and inside, it's like that airplane's like real low to the ground early, no divot in front of the ball.
Right.
The easiest way to hit the ground every time would be to have the club coming from high and outside. Now, I don't want, this is exaggerated, but the point being, this being more high and outside would make it easier to hit the ground. For us, we're gonna go chest towards the target, hit the mat. And as we do that, I'm just gonna give you a little frame of reference of getting that club a little bit more in front of you. So we go halfway back. Awesome. Now from here, we're gonna get the club coming down in front of us. Turn the chest, turn the chest, turn the chest, turn the chest. Beautiful. Show me that by yourself. Now I'm exaggerating that club path a little bit just to get the club a little bit steep and out in front. That's gonna be a little bit too much, and that's on purpose, just to feel that. Yeah, good, same thing. Focus all on that chest turn. Club out in front of us. Yes. Again. Chest turns towards the target, club out in front of us. Yes.
That felt good.
Uh-huh.
That felt good right there.
When you guys are hitting shots, to make sure you're hitting the ground, there's two parts to this. The chest rotation towards the target and the weight forward helps move the low point forward. That means where the club is going to reach its lowest point forward. That helps you not hit behind it. But to get the arc height, meaning the club actually down to the ground, from an arm and hand perspective, we want to feel the arms straightening through the ball, where they get fully straight by about this 45 position. So my left arm's fairly straight the whole time, but my right arm is straightening through the ball to here, and my thumbs are down. So you'll hear me say, arms straight, thumbs down. If I come through and I have my arms bent, I'm gonna miss the ground. Or if I have my thumbs up, see how both those get the club farther from the ground. I'm gonna do that again. When I come through, if my arms bend, it gets the club farther from the ground if you're someone who doesn't take a divot. Or if I get my thumbs up, that club's really far from the ground. Now watch if I go thumbs down, arms straight. Said different, I could go arms straight, thumbs down. Arms straight, thumbs down. Through the ball when you're doing this, obviously you're feeling the chest turn towards the target. I really want you to feel like your thumbs are down and the arms are extended on the way through. Like really exaggerate.
I was gonna say, should I exaggerate my thumbs being down?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And arms extended.
And arms extended. Okay.
Yeah. Because if you overdo that, we're just gonna really hit the ground, which would be great.
Which, yeah, you're right.
So we want, yeah?
Okay.
So chest turn, thumbs down, arms extended. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
That's crazy.
Now that was really good with your contact, right?
Right.
Now that ball was very good. It was solid. It went high, but it went a little to the right. Now we're talking solid contact first. We'll come back to the direction piece, but we know, based on our talk earlier, if the ball went right, either our path was too far from inside,
right,
or the club face was too open,
right,
and we're going to solve this.
Right.
But that was really good. Let's do that same thing again.
That felt amazing.
Very good. Chest turn. Thumbs down, arms, yes. Chest turn, yes. And when you guys are practicing this, you got to make a rule where you got to hit the ground every time. Same thing if you struggle to take a divot. So you'd be like, hey, I'm going to do 1 in a row, 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 5 in a row. If you don't hit the ground, start over.
Okay.
Like that rep don't count.
Right.
Got to be hitting the ground. Exaggerate the thumbs down, arms straight. Very good job. Chest turn, thumbs down. Yes, dude. How good does that feel?
It's a literally complete different feeling.
Yeah,
like
good.
complete different.
Now, let's say in a normal real life thing, that maybe would be our lesson 1.
Right.
Like, okay, let's get the contact down. But we got to talk a little bit about the direction.
Right.
Yeah. You see how this object is just to the right of the clock?
Right.
Like ever so slightly? So for you, can you hop over there for a second? When you're practicing, if you miss to the right, it'd be really useful to have an object in front of you that shows you the target. So when you're standing next to the ball, you've got a clear eye line that you've got to launch it over here.
Right.
So you can say, okay, did it launch right? Did it launch straight? What do I need to do with the path of the face to get it to neutral? And I'll show you how. But when you're practicing, if you miss to the right too often, you want to put an object in front and then start the ball left of that. If you hit pulls, put an object there, start the ball right of that. Okay, but for us, we're going to start it on line. So let's take your setup position here. So this stick here is like our flag, right? And then that's our target line. Now, if you take your setup position for me, we're talking about body motions to hit the ball solid. But let's talk direction for a second. We said already that you hit the ball to the right, A, because the club comes too far from inside, and B, because the club face is a little too open.
For sure.
Now, we can solve both those at the same time. I'd like to try doing the club face piece first. That's kind of that wrist thing. Because you told me you slice your driver, and so that means you definitely do that with your driver. So as you're feeling that club more in front, like we're feeling, I'd like to get your club face a little more square. Now, your club face is open. If we show let's show the setup, your grip is good. I don't know if it always was or not, but your grip is good. So like your club face isn't open because your grip.
Right.
So then you look in order. Well, why did it open? And let's show the backswing wrist angles compared to Max Homa and the club face. We would see for you how those wrist angles and club face are a little too open. So what we want to do when you go back is feel, so even like here, this can feel like that's a little that way already. So see the club face here? When you go back, you want to have that tilted down a little.
Okay.
So it'll feel like for you, the club face kind of stays pointed at the ball. See how that glove low goes down? This starts to bend back a little. And then from here, this is going to feel like it's a little more away from you. So now the left wrist feels flat. This is where it should be, but because you're normally here, it feels like it's like really cranked, right? And that's how you got to do it. You got to exaggerate. Now this right wrist feels bent back, and your palm should feel like pointed away from you. Let's take your setup. Keep your right hand on, but take your left hand off with your grip if you can. So when you guys are doing this, when you go back, the feel with your right wrist is that when you make your backswing, it's bent a little and pointed a little down during the takeaway. And then from here, you point it more away from you.
Whew.
Yeah, you go this way.
Yeah.
So see how you can see your palm. Club face open, banana slice driver. Pointed away, club face more square, bomb drivers.
Okay.
Okay. So for you, you got to feel like your right hand, give me the club, put your right hand down like this. You got to feel your right hand a little bit down and bent back right there. And then that's going to feel like that points away from you. You got it. Right to about there. That's a little exaggerated, but that's your feel. Like you're sort of Spider-Man away from you like that. Show me that with your right hand a couple times. So it's kind of down a little bit. See mine's tilted down a little, good. And then away, good. And then in reality, it'll be away and like on an angle like this. But see how that's pointed away from you? Not this way.
Okay.
So as we're doing that, if you guys have the club face open like that, you got to feel the palm pointed more away. See that closes his club face there? Let's show me on one side, split screen the down the line on the other. So as he's doing the right wrist and down and then away, the face points more away from him. That's feeling that palm away from you. If you have a left wrist that cups too much, the more you bend your right wrist back, that'll flatten that left wrist out automatically. That's a cool way to do it. Or you can feel like you're bowing that left wrist a bit more to get to flat. Your job is to close the face on the way back, thumbs down, arm straight on the way through. Don't need to be perfect. We'll just start to get some reps in. Close the face on the way back, thumbs down, arm straight. Okay, now, either I can see the future or I do this a lot, right? That ball didn't go to the right.
Yeah.
It went straight, right? Now, why did that go straight compared to the other ones that go to the right? What did we do different? Did we open the face more, closed it more?
Closed it more for sure.
Closed it more. So right now, when you see a ball go right, even though you don't know maybe why it happened or how, whatever, you know, hey, I got to close the face more. My grip's good. I got to feel like I close it more on the way back, right? If the ball still goes to the right, did you close it enough?
No, definitely not. Yeah.
If it overhooks to the left, maybe you overdid it a little bit. Cool.
Right.
Totally fine. So obviously he plays sports, he's athletic, he's got good eye-hand coordination. So this is like a bunch to do at one time. But if you can combine the club face pieces, oh, dude.
Gosh.
Beautiful. If you can combine the club face pieces
I'm gonna go play today.
and the body motions at once, you can do them all at one time. But if the ball's curving right or weak right, you have to close the club face in some way, shape, or form. We have a good grip on there already. You want to check that first. If your grip is on there good and the face is still open, start with the backswing. Make sure the face is square enough. Like if we show Max Homa, look, try and match that look on the way back. Don't be shy about closing the club face here. Close the face. Yes, dude. Beautiful.
Oh my God.
How good is that?
Yeah, amazing.
Awesome. that's a good combination of like, you've got a lot of talent and a beginner where like the gains can be really high and someone who knows how to put the right pieces in. That was good, man. Really, really good.
Awesome.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.